Hi, I'm Jay Warzala, and I will be recording Amanda Warzala's speech today.
Getting to Know Me by me, Mandy Warzala. You may have seen my truck, but have you ever seen me as my truck? I know this sounds strange, but I am like my truck in many different ways. My truck is a special edition Dodge Ram called a Rumblebee. There were only 8,700 made between 2004 and 2005. So that makes me one of a kind. So that makes it one of a kind like me. I am one of a kind, and my husband, Jay, can back me up on this because I can be moody and hard to handle sometimes. Speaking of being hard to handle, this is another reason I am like my truck. Jay has a hard time trying to handle me and my truck sometimes. Just like any woman, I can be moody, stubborn, and just don't want to cooperate. What does that have to do with my truck and Jay, you ask? Well, Jay has been in 2 accidents in my truck, but not because he's a bad driver. He is actually a very good driver. But because my truck is just that hard to handle. And when I say accidents, I mean they were both minor. One of them, he was cut off by a car in the rain and spun out. The second, he bumped into and broke off a wooden swing arm on base in Virginia. This only happened because my truck is so tall, he couldn't see the swing arm over the truck. And again, another way I'm like my truck, tall. My truck has a lift on it, making it taller than an average Rumblebee. I am, too, taller than an average woman in the U.S. The average height of a woman in the U.S. is 5 foot 4 inches. I am 5 foot 9 inches tall. And trust me, this makes things interesting when it comes to my truck. Now, I have no problem climbing in and out of my truck, but I finally broke down and put side steps on it because everyone was having a hard time getting in and out of my truck. My dad is probably the only person I have seen have no problems with this at all. After all, I did get my height from him. He towers at 6 foot 7 or 8 inches tall. My truck definitely has no problem getting attention as it rolls by. As if being a lifted Dodge Rumblebee weren't enough, it can also be quite loud. I can get really loud too. The only difference there is that I don't tend to get loud in public unless I drink. Who doesn't though, right? The only time I usually get loud is at home when I'm alone playing with the dog. So, as you can see, my truck is my prized possession and represents who I am. If you want to see it, it's right outside, and I would be more than happy to show it off to you. And classmates, if you want to see it, you can go to WebTyco, click on class members, and it's up there under my bio. Thanks for listening and getting to know me and my truck.